how did you start this?
It started probably about 2.5 years ago. It started a nonprofit organization called One Divine Line to Health. It just became a good idea that became a God idea. In the sense that, being a nurse and working in the system, I noticed that a lot of medical supplies were being discarded. So these were in packages, and they basically had no purpose. So the big idea was, hey, let me go ahead and try to go around Central Ohio to the big hospitals and ask for supplies. And that's basically what had happened. So I've been working with Nationwide. Children's Hospital has been the main provider. I'm also now working with Veritiv, which is off of Nelson Road, and they're donating supplies. So pick up the supplies, take them to my basement, sort them there, and then from there we distribute them to some of the nonprofits here, and we also go global. So we have organizations that would pay for the containers, so we stack it up with medical supplies, and we also use clothes and furniture and things of the sort from other nonprofits such as Basement Blessings.
Okay, great. How did this house get donated to you?
Well, we were doing a little presentation, and in the presentation we were talking about a clinical model for women who are in need. So the gentleman heard the story, and he said, well, what about if I purchase a house, renovate it, and give it to you? And I'm like, what? And he said he would do it. So as of the first week of this month, the organization now owns a house. And unfortunately, we've had other houses that people wanted to donate, but they had back taxes and they needed major renovations, and we don't have the means to do it. So if anybody's going to contribute, in donating a house, then it needs to be ready like this, So we'll get the furniture, we'll get the supplies, but we definitely need, a safe place.
How did you meet the ladies that will live here?
I'm working with organizations that are involved in detoxing the women. So the difference in comparison to some of the detox houses that they have, this is what we call like transitional. So they're going to be working, So these are women who are working, but they're homeless. So being here, they're basically going to be learning the life skills or applying the life skills. So for example, having a checkbook, learning how to pay utility bills, if they need a license, to drive, we're going to work with them. We're also going to have them volunteering, they're going to have support groups. They'll have a little bit more freedom, and the goal is that they experience love, because this is what this house is about. Love is our remedy. The women who are going to be helping, we're considered, sisters. We're not like a mother or anything, because we want to kind of have like that family type of relationship that they can feel comfortable in talking to us. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.